Hey, partner. It looks like you're walking better these days. Thanks. Thanks for noticing. It's like when someone notices that you've lost weight lately. Thanks. Thanks for noticing. The doorman of my West Village apartment, who had seen me exit and enter the lobby for years, suddenly noticed that I was walking better since the onset of the Nova Corona plague. Despite government dictates to the opposite, I have ventured forth from my quarantine lockdown shelter in place every day for the last 6 weeks, 45 straight days to be exact, ever since the weekend before the big shutdown on March 15th, something which I had never achieved in the recent years of my advanced disability. In the past, 14, 15 days in a row leaving my apartment was the all-time record, usually only 3 or 4 days, then shutting myself inside for the following few days like some bearded, wild-haired recluse like Howard Hughes holed up inside his Desert Inn Las Vegas retreat. When the social distancing edict was issued, I decided to venture forth once a day for as long as I could tolerate, even if it was for only an hour a day, just to Union Square Park or Duane Reade or the West Side Market, simply as an antidote to cabin fever. The unforeseen benefit to this reckless regimen was a serendipitous improvement in my mobility, freedom of movement, range of motion, my gait. I never realized that simply sitting around the house for so long could have such a bad effect on my arthritis. It took a pandemic to allow me to see the error of my ways. I intend to change my daily routine if this plague should ever abate. When this COVID-19 epidemic began, I was dead sure that I'd contract the virus. I also suspected that I would not outlive its effects. I felt that I had dodged so many bullets with my name on it in the past that surely my number was up this time. So I simply waited for the end, every day expecting it to be the last. Every sneeze, every cough, every runny nose was the first symptom of my eventual denouement. And then nothing. These days stretched into weeks, then months, and still nothing. Comorbidity factors, chronic bronchitis, borderline high blood pressure, high cholesterol, incipient diabetes, advancing age, seemed not to matter as I read about one senior citizen like myself after another being felled by the disease sweeping the globe. And still, I did not contract it. I'd made arrangements for the death benefits of my nurses' union to be paid out to my survivors. I made the rounds of my few friends and lovers, saying my goodbyes, telling loved ones that I loved them. Save your prayers, I told them. I'm a lost cause. Yet, still, nothing. You sound like you're disappointed, Big Mike, disappointed that you didn't die. And you know what? They were right. I was disappointed. This meant I would live. I would continue to grow old and die, and probably in a lot worse shape than I was now. Dementia, disability, debilitation. I would die a truly old man, probably in a wheelchair or even in one of them old-fashioned iron lungs. The ancient Greeks worshipped their god Apollo in many forms. One such avatar was the so-called Apollo Smintheus, Apollo of the mice, the Apollo of plagues. The death from plague was sometimes referred to as the arrows of Apollo. The god would take you with him in one short, swift strike, like being shot with an arrow. It was seen as a blessing, an honor bestowed upon the young, the lad, still full of life, vitality, beauty. Plague deaths were seen as heroic, epic, worthy of song and verse. So far, and this could change any day now, even tomorrow, Big Mike has been spared the arrows of Apollo, and I suppose he is just a mite disappointed with his fate.